Are you a big fan of honey? I am. I really like honey. And today, you better love honey. Because we are making a farm with this bee's nest. So one wide tileable honey farm design for you to get all of your honey and maybe some beeswax if you're that way inclined. So you can tile this design, and the first way you start is by having a hopper placed down here. It is best if you point this into the direction that your storage system is going to be, because that way you don't have to come back later and place down the hopper. Trust me, it's annoying. So after you've got your hopper down there, you don't want to place your bee's nest on top of it. Oops, on top of it. Don't do it, guys. Because if you have done this right in survival, you've grown a tree, a bee's nest is grown, and it has 2 bees in it. So if you place it down right now, then the bees will escape. And you don't want that. You don't want that, do you? You don't want your bees to get away. So you place down the block here, you place down a comparator, and then once the bee's nest is full, it will place a redstone output of 5 blocks. So come out 5 blocks and place some dust along the blocks there. Once you get to the end of the line, place another block right there and a repeater into this block right here, and then you just get a torch actually right on top and one right there too. Next you have another torch coming off that one and a block right there, and bring this all the way over to the comparator, or the hopper, sorry, where your bee's nest is going to be. Of course, where your bee's nest will be, you will have a dropper facing into it like so, and that is where you'll have your glass bottles or shears. Now, if you're going to have a one wide design and you're just going to leave it like that with one bee's nest, then you can have redstone dust all the way along here, right up until the dropper right there, and that will set off the dropper every time the comparator detects that the beehive is full. If you're not, however, going to have a one wide design and you're going to tile this, then you want to alternate redstone repeaters and redstone dust. That way, once you have the tiled design, so if we put another dispenser right here, another hopper right here, and we copy all this over, then you can see that the redstone dust does not connect. Now, right at the end here, you actually want to have a redstone torch. That way, when this block gets powered by the redstone dust on top, the torch will actually activate the dispenser right there. And because of that, we actually need to reverse the signal. So if we have a torch right there, when that's powered, this will go off. So we actually want to come back here, and the only difference is that our torch goes there, block on top of that, and then another torch right there. That way, this stays on, and when that comparator gets powered, this will all sort of turn off. That torch will turn off, this torch will turn on, and that dispenser will get powered. Now, to do this all over again, all you need to do is copy it from this side to here. So you can just go ahead and place all of this along here again. So if you go out 2, you can basically think of this as a 2 wide modular system. Otherwise, you can have it as 1 wide, of course. And with the expansion of our honey farm complete, it is almost time to go ahead and place the bee's nest in here. All you want to do is give them some flowers. So I like to give them a block of space and then come out 2. And we'll go ahead and place grass all the way along here too. Now, I'm pretty sure you can do this with just 1 flower, but the more flowers the bees have, the better. So I'm just going to use poppy and a rose bush here, just all the way along, so that we can give these bees a fighting chance to get some pollen going on. Then, of course, you want to make sure your bees can't escape, so build up a little sort of enclosure here for them. I'm just going to use smooth stone and then some glass so that we can see in. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And there we go. Now, of course, you can decorate your farm any way you like. You can use any flowers you like and any blocks out here that you like. As an added bonus though, if you do want to be able to toggle the farm on and off, this is actually something I learned from an Exumavoid video. You can go ahead and place some sticky pistons facing down like this, just right above the dispensers there. And once you get to the end of the line, like that, then you can just place some trapdoors right underneath those all the way. And what these do, when they cover the bees' nests, the bees can still get in, but they can't get out. So that way the bees don't get out and make more honey. So that is fantastic right there. Of course, you want a way to activate this thing, so we'll just go ahead and place some redstone dust there, a repeater there, and a lever there, and just run redstone dust all the way along these pistons. Of course, from 1.16 you can put redstone dust on top of pistons without them popping off, and when we press this button, or this lever right here, you'll see that that goes down and our bee's nest will be right along there. So now it is time to go ahead and place in your bee's nest. If you're playing on survival and you've got the bee's nest with some bees in them, of course you want to make sure the bees aren't going to get out while you're placing these in, depending on how many you have. It could take a little while to place these in. So just go ahead and place them in along the line like so. Of course, none of these bees nests that I have any bees in them, so I'm going to have to spawn them in afterwards. And we'll just spawn in around about 2 per nest. So we'll go like that. We'll get a bee spawn egg out. And I'm just going to go 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1. And now with 30 bees inside the little enclosure here, I've also gone ahead and just rigged up a very basic little hopper line, which will be putting glass bottles into our dispensers here. Hasn't quite got to the end of the line just yet. So I might actually just go through and pre-fill some of these dispensers right here as well. But you can actually see, I've also hooked up just a quick chest to the thing there, but you can actually see some things happening back here. So we've got a couple of these beehives which have some honey in them, and they're almost full. But then there are also some which don't, and that's not a problem. That's not a problem. But you can see that the redstone here is powered right next to it. But that doesn't actually really matter, unless the only way this repeater will get powered is if these two happen to get redstone power at the same time. Because as soon as this one gets powered, that gets powered and its dispenser goes off, and then this comparator resets. So we should start to see some honey coming through. I'm going to quickly pre-fill all of these dispensers and we'll see what happens here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the honey is flowing. We've already got 11 honey bottles in here and things are happening quite quickly. It's happened a few times. I'm going to see if we can get it to work. But once this one's pretty close right here actually. So one more bee needs to go in there with some pollen. And this one should go off. And there we go. There we go. That one went off, so we should have another honey bottle in there now. Oh, another one went off. Oh, another one. So we're getting a few honey bottles in here, and this is coming through pretty quickly, you can see. So the bees do seem to only sort of harvest pollen and things during the daytime, which at the moment right now we're stuck in daytime, so that's why it's also operating so fast. The bees don't really seem to, at least in my survival world, gather pollen or go back into the bee's nest at nighttime. They just sort of hang out in the bee's nest. But let's quickly check this out, if they can get into the... Can they get into the nest while it's like this? Yes, they're getting in. They are getting in, and I believe they can't get out. I do believe they can't get out. We'll have to see if any more come out. We've got 2 currently. So I'm going to sit here for a little while and see if any more come out. And now it's been a little while. No bees have come out, so let's flick the lever here and they all rush out. And there we go, another honey bottle. Perfect. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful. If you did, leave a comment below and leave a like rating on the video. It really does help me out and it really lets me know what sort of videos you guys like to see. Until then guys, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.